Okay, I'm going to talk about the present cannot wait for the future. So I'm going to bring you back a little bit to revisit the past, and then we see what is happening right now, and then we talk about some of the latest research, and I'm going to give some of my personal recommendation for you guys, okay? So this is this little guy. When I was preparing for today's presentation, I interviewed some of my friends. Now this little guy is one of my friends. So I asked him one simple question. So what is digital transformation? So I'm going to share with you his answer. Okay.
What is digital transformation?
I don't know what is digital transformation.
What do you think is digital transformation?
Transform a digital. Transform something that is digital.
And what do you think of digital? What is digital?
A digital alarm clock or something.
So you see, so this is the answer. I always believe, and this will be the answer when we talk what is digital transformation to our young generation. Okay, now this little guy is not even a digital native. He is basically born with everything so natural, okay? And I don't think they will need digital transformation. I think we need digital transformations, okay? So this is a sun representing the future. So how many of you with that era? Don't be shy. Good, yeah, that is the moment we feel so exciting, right? You feel you're really, really connected to something that you have no idea what are these people from the other end, what kind of things that I will see. So this is how everything gets started. Now, I'm going to show you a video. It's happening right now. We talk about a lot of artificial intelligence. So this is a video, a project from IBM. Is a project debater. It's the first time that the machines can actually naturally debate with human beings. I'm going to show you a clip right now.
In this debate, we will discuss why technology is the engine driving humankind forward. I will be the side of the debate who will be championing it, and I believe it is quite obvious why. Genetic engineering is safe and beneficial, and it advances the agricultural industry. The Food and Drug Administration has ruled that genetically engineered salmon are safe to eat, paving the way for the first altered animals to eventually reach supermarket shelves. The FDA believes that genetically engineered plants are generally safe to consume. Moving on to medicine, genetic manipulation works efficiently in rabbits, a technique that could lead to effective new ways to produce medicines for genetic diseases. Scientists and policymakers came to a consensus that genetic engineering is a legitimate tool for developing better medicines. Surveys reveal that 78% would support release of GM mosquitoes in the U.S.
Technology is very enticing, but new and fast development while it might be very exciting, can also be extremely dangerous. Not you, obviously. Project Debater tells us that technological advances are safe. I'm not taking the word of a technological advancement on the safety of technological advancements, ladies and gentlemen.
First of all, I can't say this is getting on my nerves because I don't have any. But apparently some people suspect technology only because it is new and unknown to...
Okay, just save time. Yes, this is happening right now, okay? When I was working for Google, then I actually saw a lot of technology, AI, how machine learning is happening, and I strongly believe, yes, it's not even the future, it's already happening right now. So I'm going to take all of you, go back to the past. So this is, I think this is what's happening during the time of 1998 to 2002. I was lucky enough to work for a visionary leader, Mr. Stanley Ju. I don't know if Stanley is here. So I worked for Stanley back in 1998 or 1999. We launched probably the first exhibition portal, this one, okay. And then Alibaba come along, and then we have Alta Vista. So this is a pre-Google time. I think during that time, Alta Vista is reaching their last mile, and then Google came along, take over everything. So this is how everything's happening. You know, it's fair directory as we distribute the information. Okay. Then we enter the virtual era. So virtual reality is not new things. Basically back to, I think, 2008 and 10, we already have something called Second Life. And then when you see in the next picture, I'll show you Comdex returns in 2010 as a virtual exhibition. Okay, so I think the exhibition community has been exploring new business model, new way of organizing the events. So virtual exhibition is not new, actually. Now we enter the business era. So we know we need to provide more instead of just a booth and the space. So we provide some business matching service. Now the interesting thing is we not only exchange name cards, so we're holding something like a gun chasing the buyer that give me the badge, give me the badge. So this is what we are doing. I think we are still doing that. Then we enter the WTF era, I call it. So it's when social media come along, and then Facebook. And by the way, WTF is welcome to Facebook. So don't think too much. Okay. So this is how we have a lot of different social media. Okay. And then because of the social media, we enter the data era. So we collect a lot of data. So you see the screen here. We have Salesforce. We have Google Analytics. We have Mercado. Of course, we have something that our best friend, Excel spreadsheet. So we kind of, because we have a lot of data available, collect all kind of information. So we enter the data era. So you can see from this slide, okay, the company provide marketing technology since 2011 all the way to 2017. The space is pretty crowded. Okay, it's from 150 company all the way to 5,000. I think today is even more. Okay, so we have a lot of services, we have a lot of solutions, okay, to help us to do the data marketing, manage the data. And then we officially embrace big data, okay. I think it's in probably 5 years ago, everyone is talking about big data, okay. We know we have a lot of information, we have to manage that, we have to find some of the important insight, okay. And data is important, in fact, because data worth money. This is the latest research from by IDC. I think when the time we reach 2025, I think each single individual data is worth about $10 US. Okay. In Europe, it's worth about $3.20. Okay. So data do have a monetary value. However, okay, the industry analyst, Hugh Decker, he's a famous industry analyst. He said on his Twitter, 85% of data projects fail. And the problem is not technology. I strongly believe that. I'm going to tell you why. Another research that I did, Harvard Business Review, is the latest one, 2018. You see from 2017 all the way to 2019. Now, the organizations believe they are a data-driven organizations. It's getting lower and lower, I mean, the response. Okay, we see the percentage drop from 37.1% all the way to 31%. Okay, that means organizations are no longer, maybe they have some of the obstacle. Okay, maybe the market is changing too fast, but it's kind of not really understand how to do it, okay? But we continue to manage to collect a lot of information. Now I'm going to show you 10 data-driven organization struggles, okay? What are the most top 10 struggles for the organization if they want to manage the data? Number one is too many metrics. True, we have a lot of different measurements, okay? Too many metrics. The metrics are different in different silos. They are not interconnected. Most silos tell you only the past, true, okay. When you even, I believe all of you are using analytics, Google Analytics, right? But whatever you extract, you can see from Google Analytics, it's basically already happened, okay. So Google Analytics if you don't process the data, if you don't process the insight, the data will not point you to the future. It only tell you the past, okay. And some metrics are based on wrong benchmark. Some metrics can give a false sense of problem. Some metrics give a false sense of achievement. Yes, I mean, metrics never give any advice. True. Okay, how many times that we receive a lot of different reports that tell us what is happening in the last 30 days, but the report stopped there. Okay, the information stopped there. There's no advice inside the report. So matrix can be manipulated. Some matrix waste too much time to collect data. I think this is the biggest obstacle. It's so difficult to collect the data. Okay, and you have no idea what data you can collect, what you cannot collect, especially for the GDPR happening in the market. So most metrics are not focused in the customer reality. True, okay, we always collect the data because we want to feel good, okay, but how to use it, okay? Does the data tell us something about my customer or about myself? I mean, a typical example, your website traffic. Does your website traffic tell you about how many people basically visit your website, or your customer, what are they thinking when they navigate your website? Okay, it's kind of not really understand. In 2013, I published a proposal for data-driven marketing. So this is what I believe in the future marketing team should be structured in this way. So I'm not going to go into detail, but basically you have 4 functions. One is to configuration, administration, analytics, and socialize and support. Now, after I published this proposal, I've never seen these things happen, okay? And what I saw is the marketing team continues to be smaller and smaller, okay? So this is a trend. Now, I want to do a postmodern of digital transformation. Nowadays, we all talk about digital transformation, okay? So I want to just list 5 bullets to talk about, to do the revisitings of digital transformation and share with all of you what's going on right now. 5 things. First, modern workspace. Okay, we believe, by taking away all the partition, okay, people are getting more and more closer. But no, I mean, the research tells us people stop talking to each other when they are working in the open space. Okay, they spend more time on the mobile phone rather than talking to the colleagues. Okay, this is basically a reverse scenario. And business application change. Okay, we used to have on-premises, means your own server. Now everything's on the cloud. So you can see the difference. When you move your server application to the cloud, just pick a few things. Like, when we used to, the business applications is based on transaction. Now it's based on interactions because everything's on the cloud and social media. Okay, so we used to define our own business hour. Now customers set the hours. Now this is kind of not ideal, okay? Because 24/7, they're always on the mobile phone. They call, they text you, they WhatsApp you, they exchange idea with you, and not following your business hour routine. Now this is how the world is changing. Productivities and infrastructure change. Now this is true because we used to have a proper laptop or desktop like this one to manage our project. So we have Gantt chart, everything's proper, okay? Now, then we start managing the project on mobile phone. Now we have to manage our project on the watch, okay? Now, I personally went through this experience. It was not ideal because when I was working for Google in the last 3 years, the entire project management, the entire timeline management is all managed on mobile phone. Okay, so this is what my experience. Okay, I certainly do not want to manage my project on the watch screen. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so compare 2 trends using Google data since 2004 all the way to 2018. I want to know how many people search for cloud versus server. Okay, you see the red line when people searching for server is getting dropped lower and lower when people search They're looking for cloud. It's getting higher and higher, and this is even more obvious. How many people search Microsoft Excel versus how many people search Google Sheet? Okay, and we know Google Sheet is on the cloud, so you see the trend, people searching for Microsoft Excel is getting lower and lower along the time, and people are getting more and more interested to do the spreadsheet on the cloud. So this is how the trend is telling us the world is changing, okay, for productivities and the infrastructure change. Mindset. Yes, traditional CIO by default say no. Now, the digital type of people by default say yes, I don't really know. Really? I am not sure for this. Okay, I think people still by default say no, it cannot be done. Okay. Okay, AI. So we know there's three criteria for artificial intelligence. In order to make artificial intelligence happen, you need to have three criteria. One is you need to have a data models, then you have a big data, then you have a processing power. Now, my question is, when 85% people fail in big data, and most of the organizations only have a minimum tech resources, and most organizations only produce report, and totally neglect the data discovery. They don't have insight, they only read the report. If this is a situation, I seriously doubt if AI will happen. Okay, so this is my observation. Now, does AI work for you? I believe so. If your business involved in speed, if your business need visual and vision, or if your business involved in a large volume, like assembly line, then you need to have a robotic operation, okay? And if your business is in these three situations, then probably AI work for you, okay? So this is the challenge of AI. I'm not going to go through one by one. I think the most important things to me is where do you collect the data? Okay, we know we need to have a data, but where do you collect it? And then for this one, this one, do you have unstructured data or structured data? Something like when you collect the image, okay, are the image the data or not? When you collect the social media conversation, are these data? This is very difficult to process. It's unstructured data. Okay, it's the conversations. Okay, you couldn't even know the meaning. Okay, so this is the challenge of AI. It's mainly from the data side. Of course, the data privacy issue is one big topic right now. Okay, innovation and disruption. This is in my opinion, is two most overused words. Okay, nowadays. So how innovation happen and what is disruption, in my opinion, is a value change. Okay, when the value change, disruption happen. Okay, so this is a very typical value chain. Okay, and this we used to live in this relationship. Okay, company produce product, sell to the customer, then we exchange the value. Okay, whatever is emotional value or economic value. But now it's like this. Okay, customer can talk to another customer. Customer can probably resell your product to another customer. Another customer become the supplier and they have their own customer. Okay, they modify your service, modify your product. Okay, so you see the critical changes, right? Okay, from used to be very simple triangle relationship, now I couldn't even describe this, okay? And just go all the way biggest and biggest. Now I believe we not only have middle-age crisis, we have middleman crisis, okay? Because if you're in middleman positions, you probably need to speed up and learn how to make use of the technology, how to process data, how to process the insight, because you are dealing with your customer is going to resell or modify your service, your invention, or your innovations, and for their own customers. So you see the whole relationship change and the value change. So a little bit worried about the agency, anyone that do business in the middleman positions. I'm kind of a little bit worried about that. Now, my opinion for service invention or innovation, if you want to call it, okay, I have my recommendation for organizer, service provider, and venue operator. So for organizer, I think organizers should focus more on data, insight, and discovery. Okay, take your report to the next level. You process the information. Don't just read it. Okay, and then, of course, mobile first. I'm going to talk more about mobile first. Do more experiential marketing, basically focus on the content. Okay, and adopt NLG is the natural language generation solution to automate your content. Decentralized data ledgers, the blockchain thing. Yes, it's a little bit far, okay, but I can see this is a direction. Okay, the way you collect the data will be between you and the individuals, not one to many. Okay, this is where I see blockchain will come in. For the service provider, I think you should focus more on the big idea instead of big data. The SaaS is the on the cloud service, and the PaaS, okay, that you provide more service on the cloud instead of, I don't think people are using the disk right now, okay. So, and sensory facial recognitions, I think it's more practical. It's very practical solutions. NLG solution again, and digital payment solution integrations. I think this is what service provider can provide. Venue operator, again, you can be, you find a way to monetize your infrastructure. Okay, something like your Wi-Fi, okay, your digital infrastructure, how you can make it better, how you can make it as a service for your customer. IPS base is the location base, but it's the indoor positioning system. Okay, so similar to the GPS, but you can provide maybe you can provide an API, provide some solution for your customer that for the organizer to kind of how to use the IPS technology to enhance their service. Sensory and facial recognitions, again, is very practical, okay, for registration process, digital payment and solution integration. Okay, these are my recommendations for service invention and innovations for exhibition industry. Now, I talk about mobile first. A lot of people have it's not understanding the concept of mobile first correctly. They think I have a responsive website, so that is mobile first. I think the easy definition for mobile first is you emphasize on presentation. This is the first generation of mobile first, but the authentically mobile is you emphasize on collections. So your mobile must be very user-friendly to collect the data, not only distribute the content. So this is a true mobile first. I talk about the NLG, the natural language generation. Now, these three companies are pretty amazing. The Automated Insight, Narrative Science, and Alibaba. Basically, they have the technology, artificial intelligence, they write articles. So let's say in 2013, the company Automated Insight already produced 300 million pieces of content, okay, which was greater than the output of all major media companies in the US combined. Okay, now when you read all the financial report, even a lot of tweets, basically they are tweeted or created by artificial intelligence. So it's kind of can really deal with a large volume productions and in a very short period of time. You look at the last bullet, Alibaba. Basically, this is what Alibaba showed me. Okay, Alibaba, they got an AI design platform. Okay, it's the machine to design graphics. Okay, Alibaba design platform is capable to generate approximately 8,000 different banner design per second. Okay, so I was having a conversation with Alibaba, and they are interested about what I was doing for Google. And then I say, okay, we do design. I say, you know what, how fast you can design anything? I say, what do you mean by how fast? You give me weeks? Okay. I say, no, I mean, our benchmark is 8,000 banner design per second. I don't know how they can do it, okay? But that is true. I mean, they're using the artificial intelligence to produce graphics. Now, I'm going to share with you my personal mistake. I think it's the best to share with you my mistake instead of my achievement. So I'm going to share with you my 7 mistakes made in innovation, okay, in the last 20 years. First, always too early. Always. I don't know why, just too early, okay? It's a good idea, but it's too early, okay? Difficult to align with different stakeholder interests. Yeah, you have different stakeholders, right? You have customer, you have your internal colleague, you have your partner, you have your board member, okay? Different people have different perception about what is innovations. So it's very difficult to align all of them. Early stage benefit is not material enough, okay? They don't see that, okay? Can you give me a P&L? No, I cannot. So when can you give me a P&L for the technology? Probably 3 years. Cannot, because why? Because I'm so afraid of that. What if it won't happen? Then it won't happen, it won't happen. Then this is the conversations that always keep people away from believing in you or to support you to move on, okay? I struggle between the talent and not talent, okay, professional, semi-professional, mediocre. Are they better than laymen? You know, we always struggle to find a true talent, right? And as times go by, okay, sometimes we bump into someone, we feel that someone is potential, but not ideal. Because of time is getting shorter and shorter, you say, okay, let's work together. It turns out it's not the person that you want. Okay, this always happens. Over-passionate become unrealistic. True, right? We work in the digital field, okay? Every 6 months, we have a new version. So every 6 months, we hate the last 6 months ourselves. Oh, it's so old already. So you know, you tell your boss, you tell your partner, hey, I have something really new, but you just told me 6 months ago. I say, yeah, but this is new, right? So, yeah, so this is over-passionate become unrealistic, okay? Now I'm a little bit slowed down already. Okay, this is something that will kill us better than nothing. Okay, we always tell ourselves, okay, is that good? It's better than nothing. Okay, so we do it? Yeah, I think it's better than nothing. We just do it, okay? Because everyone expected, just do it, okay? We have no confidence to say no to ourselves. Like, no, don't do it. Cancel the whole thing. No. Why? Because it's better than nothing. Seriously, I think sometimes nothing is better. Okay. And thank you. Yeah. Digital is not tech, in my opinion. Digital is definitely not tech. It can be a cult, if not a culture. Now, this is interesting. If you want your organization innovation success, okay, if you want to be succeeded in your innovation, you need to have a culture. Now, for a culture, it's something like a cult. Okay, what is the cult? You need to have a leader, right? If you don't have a leader, then you won't have a culture. If you don't have a culture, then things will be getting more and more difficult for you. Okay, that's why, for me, I always look at the organizations that, Eddie, you know, can you give me advice for innovation? Okay, I will not talk to the IT people. I talk to the general staff and see if there's any culture. Who is the leader? You know. So I think for me, yeah, digital is definitely not a tech. It is a cult, or if not a culture. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm not going to play it all. This is the video. Then you will see. Okay, so sorry. So sorry. Okay, anyway, so this is the video that is, you know, supposing the video is moving. So it will show you, in year 2000, Coca-Cola is the most high, you know, top, the top 15 best global brands ranking, okay? And then when the video is moving, then you will see some of the names start going up and Coca-Cola start pressing down, okay? And now you have Google's, all the tech company at the top, then some company disappear, okay? Now, that video inspired me, and then I go Google and search for where is the Fortune 500 company back to 50 years or 100 years ago, and then I realized Fortune 500 company in 1955 versus 2014, 88% is already gone. Okay, why this company disappeared? Fortune 500, huge market cap. Okay, a lot of, they're gone because of the paradigm shift, because of the value chain shift, because of the technology is running too fast. Okay, same as the classic moment when the CEO of Nokia was crying during the last press conference. You know, he made a statement that I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, but the point is you didn't do anything. Okay, so that's why they're gone. Okay, so for me, I strongly encourage every one of you to embrace innovation, to see if you have that innovative culture in your organization. If you do that, I think you'll be fine. Okay, so that's my presentation. Thank you so much.